Wes, and you're watching Wes Nichols TV. Today, I'm reviewing Unfriended, the most recent horror movie to come out of Blumhouse Studios, and this movie took me by surprise, to be honest. The trailers really didn't make me interested. I thought it was going to be stupid. I was kind of lenient. I was like, do I want to go see this? Do I really want to spend that time? And I was happy I did, because it's not what I expected. I expected your generic found footage, bunch of teens hanging out, doing something, whatever, and then they all die, and it's whatever, and it's like, okay, a horror movie. What I got was more of a psychological thriller type horror movie, where the death scenes weren't what made it scary. It was the situation and almost the anticipation of what's going to happen that made it better. I rather liked the storytelling aspect to this movie. It had a really unique way of pushing the story forward. Instead of it just being like, oh, I have a camera and I'm walking around and telling the story, it was kind of like they screenshot this girl's laptop and you saw everything she did on her computer. And they used the Skype to share between people, but you also saw her like private messages with everybody else in the movie. So they're talking out loud about this and that, but in reality she's also messaging this guy and saying, oh, I can't believe this is happening, or oh man, you should have said that, or shouldn't have said that. And it adds a really cool kind of like, you know something that they don't know aspect to the movie, and I thought that was really cool and unique. Another really cool positive I liked about this movie was that it did not rely on jump scares. There were a few in here to get your generic screams in the theater and stuff like that, but it did not overly rely on it. Like I said, this isn't like your average scary movie. It was more of a mental thing, and it had you more like on like the edge of your seat, more nervous than scared. And I like those kind of movies. It had me like thoroughly. I got locked in. I didn't want to check my phone at all. I was like, what's happening next? There's a timer going down. Oh man, I was into it. I thought it was cool. One of my negatives with the movie was the fact that almost all the characters in this movie, aside from maybe a couple, were really big dicks. Like, I wouldn't want to be friends with these people. I don't know why they would all be friends with each other if they were all constantly like bad-mouthing each other, doing things rude to their friends. It's a negative just because I don't see it realistically. I mean, I guess there's a chance that people would just end up being friends with everybody who hates each other, or just things mean to each other, but I thought it was on the negative side. It wasn't a huge thing, but it was like, wow, these guys are all dicks. And the other big negative in this movie was that the death scenes left a little bit to be desired. And like I said, the movie isn't all about the death scenes. It's not all about the gore or anything like that. And actually, I did like the fact that it wasn't. But when you did get to a scene where there was like somebody was dying or something like that, it did kind of like, he's alive and dead. And there's a lot of build up and just a little bit of payoff for it. And I could see why some viewers would actually just like the movie more because of that. It is a negative for me. It's not a huge one because actually I didn't think that was the main point behind the movie, wasn't the deaths themselves. It was the setup and the interaction between all the characters. But I see why some people could find that as a real negative. Overall, basically, 7 out of 10. I thought some of the characters were pretty big dicks, and I didn't get why they don't want to hang out with each other, and I thought that the death scenes left a little bit to be desired. But overall, this isn't your standard scary movie. If you do like movies that just kind of get you thinking, and the interaction, kind of the drama behind it, or the suspense even, is what makes this movie click, work, not your standard death stuff. So if you're not just looking for that, I highly recommend you go see it. If you like this review, click the like button. It means a lot to me. It tells me you like these types of reviews and stuff. If you like these horror movies, like this type of style of horror movies, let me know in the comments section. Do you need the gore and blood to get you interested, to get you scared? Or do you like the suspense that kind of has you thinking later on, like, what if I was on Skype and something like this was starting to happen to me? Would it get you unnerved? I go on Skype all the time. Now I might start thinking like, oh man, what if somebody else was there doing this type of stuff to me? Put it in the comment section. Let me know. What kind of horror movies do you like? And if you like this channel, and all my reviews, and all my other types of videos, click that subscribe button. It means a ton to me that you want to subscribe, and it lets you be the first one to see any of my videos before I post it to Facebook, or Twitter, or on Reddit, or any of my other places I post it. Thanks for watching. I'm Wes. You're watching Wes Nichols TV. Have a great night. Bye.